fruity, 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 fruity.
Greetings, my lovelies. Hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another Fruity Fruits. Today I have something quite special, and it is this. It's a box, actually, but the box contains something special. It's called the Miracle Fruit or Miracle Berry. So these were sent to me by Miracle Fruit Farm down in Miami, Florida. Eric, thanks so much for sending these to me. I am so excited to taste these little fruits. Here are the fruits. They're beautiful. They look a little bit like cranberries, a little bit longer, but they have that same kind of beautiful pomegranate cranberry color to them. According to this little card that Eric included in the package, Miracle Fruit contains miraculin or miraculin. It is a special protein that alters the taste receptors in your tongue, so things taste different. Sour things taste sweet, and yeah, so I'm super excited to see what happens. So besides just being novel and fun, these fruits also have some practical benefits. Cancer patients that are undergoing chemotherapy have found benefits in terms of making food taste more palatable and removing some of that metallic taste, so that's really great. There's also been a study that diabetics have seen improvements with their insulin balance as well. I'll put all that information and links down below if you're curious or interested. So let's go ahead and get to the fun part, which is the tasting. All right, here we go. Itadakimasu. The fruit itself is really good. It's initially a little tart, very sweet, a little bit peachy too, just ever so slightly, kind of a little bit apricot-y. But good. Upon Eric's recommendation, the first thing I'm going to try is a little bit of seltzer and some lime. He says it tastes like soda, so let's give that a taste. Add some seltzer, add a squeeze of lime juice. All right, here we go. Cheers. Wow. That's amazing. I smell the lime, but I don't really taste it. It just tastes a little bit like Sprite or 7-Up. Amazing. There's no sourness at all. Super. Next, let's try grapefruit. I've already prepared a grapefruit, and I've got some juice as well. So let's go ahead and give a grapefruit slice a try. This is a ruby red grapefruit. Here we go. Itadakimasu. Oh my gosh! I love grapefruit, and if you've never had a grapefruit before, it's nice and tart and has a really nice bitterness to it as well. I love it. But this completely alters it entirely. It becomes like syrupy sweet. But you still taste some of that grapefruit flavor. Super odd because it's so sweet. There's no bitterness at all. It almost does kind of a weird thing to your teeth too. All right, let's try the juice. Come by. Wow, that's really weird. It's sweet, but it changes the flavor too. It almost tastes savory. I don't like it as much with the juice. So the next thing I'm going to try are something that's not exactly my favorite. They're dill pickles. Because they're nice and sour, there should be some sort of taste alteration. All right, let's give it a taste. Itadakimasu. Whoa! When I think of taste, I think a lot about the sense of smell. But I still smell the dill pickle. But I don't taste any of the sourness. Amazing. Amazing. Now that I've had a few things, I've noticed that it not only changes the flavor in your mouth, but a little bit down in your throat too. There's a little bit of sweetness that kind of remains there, I think, from the pickle. Interesting, like I have like sweet receptors or something down my throat. It's totally bizarre. I wouldn't say that's an improvement necessarily because it tastes like relish to me, but very bizarre and interesting. Okay, next we're gonna try strawberries. So I have a beautiful bowl of strawberries. Here we go, let's give that a taste. Oh my gosh. It's the sweetest strawberry I've ever had. Those are so good. It's as if you took a strawberry and just dipped it in sugar. And yeah, amazing. It is so good. You still have all of that lovely fresh strawberry flavor, but then it's just super sweet and delicious. It's like the ripest, freshest strawberry you've ever had. Of the things I've had, this one is definitely my favorite. It doesn't alter it in the sense that it still tastes like strawberry. It just enhances it in a way that just makes it so much better. Delicious. Next, I have some balsamic vinegar. Great classic vinegar that you put on salads. As far as vinegar goes, balsamic vinegar is a rather sweet one, but it's still very pungent and piquant. So, yep, very strong vinegar smell. All right, let's give that a taste. Here we go. Wow. That's crazy. It does give you a little bit of a burning sensation because you are having this very strong vinegar. And I feel that in the back of my throat and my tongue. But the taste is completely different. I can taste the amount of salt in there, and it's delicious. It's completely altered. It still smells very vinegared, but not nearly as sour or strong as it would be otherwise. It's great. It also has a syrupy quality to it as well. Next, for something fun, I thought I'd try this. This is a Warhead extra sour candy. And I can't really stand these. I can only keep it in my mouth for a couple seconds because it's just too sour. So of course this is a chemical reaction. This is just citric acid. And I was just curious to see what the reaction would be to the miracle berry. So these hard candies have this kind of powder on them that make them really sour. All right, here we go. I can taste the apple flavor, and the sourness is no problem. If you haven't seen my Warhead tasting, I'll put that link down below. I couldn't keep this thing in my mouth at all, and it made my eyes water, but because of the miracle berry, it's completely palatable, and it's good. It tastes like a nice sour apple candy. The last thing I have is this, and it's a banana. And so I'm not sure what the flavor reaction will be for this, if there will be any reaction, because this is not a sour fruit. But I don't really care for bananas, as most of you know. So if this is truly a miracle fruit, maybe it'll make this taste good. Let's give it a taste. Here we go. It still tastes like a slimy banana. It didn't really change that at all. I think my hang up with bananas is really just about texture. It's not really about the flavor. I actually like banana flavor. I love banana cooked in all kinds of things. It's just the slimy texture that I just find really off-putting. Amazing. All right, so that wraps up my miracle fruit tasting. Eric, thank you again so much for sending me these fruits. It was amazing. I'll put all the information to his farm down below. If you're interested in finding these fruits with the tablets, all the information will be down below. I think it would be really fun to do this as a group if you had a party or something and everyone does big tasting. I think that would be super, super fun. Let me know in the comments below if you've had the miracle berries before and what was your favorite taste experience, because yeah, I always want to know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope you guys learned something, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye! He sent me a note, and it's really a taste comparison of a specific kind of chocolate bar that comes from Sweden, and it's called the Dime Bar. Delicious.